Our biggest sale of the year is happening right now during the Season of Inspiration at Team Mazda. Now's your chance to get 0% financing for 60 months on a new Mazda CX-5 and make no payments for 90 days. Get savings on top of savings right now at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you had plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Well, good Friday, Eve morning to you.
You recovered very nicely.
Jumping us ahead.
You planned that.
I know. I was thinking we're all joking, having fun here because it's feeling more and more like the weekend. That means we're inching closer to the brand new year. Can you believe it?
2024.
Crazy.
You were just you made the comment earlier today that time just flies as you get a little bit older.
Man.
She's saying that, right? I certainly feel it. We were talking about just a couple months ago. It felt like we were New Year's 2023.
Did.
Yeah, here we go. But I tell you, we are in the final days of 23.
Yeah.
Chilly days, gorgeous start.
Certainly. Getting a live look from our Sky 9 camera network over the Our Lady Lake Children's Hospital. Steve, it looks like the sunrise here, kind of like a triangle shape. I don't know what to make of it. Like a beacon.
Tree.
It's pretty.
Just say, look, it's pretty outside. And
Sure
hey,
is.
look, by the way, maybe if we all just act like we thought today was Friday and don't show up tomorrow.
Yes.
We can just kind of unite there. And we all thought it was Friday.
What are you going to do? Fire us? Wait,
Yeah,
hold
look,
on.
Kirsten, our
yes.
producer,
That's what they
said
would
she's
do.
down. So
See? Okay, packed.
Really?
if
Let's
we
do
get in
it.
trouble, I'll say Kirsten told us to do it. So.
Oh no!
It's a big
Oh
bust.
no! I know.
It's a big
I know.
bust,
He
as
said, "I'm
Steve said.
turning.
Go.
I'm turning on you."
Well, look, as we get up tomorrow morning, it might be a little bit of a struggle because it is going to be cold outside. It's colder outside this morning. Here's a look at low temperatures so far. Look at Macomb, got all the way down to 30. Many spots into the mid-30s for lows. New Roads got down to 34. Hammond 35. Gonzales 36. Baton Rouge officially 39 for a low, which is our current temperature right now. So still many spots in the 30s. Bundle up on your way out. And even though we've got sunshine returning, which we haven't seen much of this week, it's going to be a cooler day overall. Low 50s at noon, low to mid 50s for highs today. Also breezy at times. Winds out the northwest at 10 to 15. We are giving you a first alert to some more cold and potentially some freezing mornings on the way. Here's a look at forecast lows for Baton Rouge. I've got 31 tomorrow, 32 Saturday, so a couple of light freezes. And then Sunday, not much above freezing, 34. So if you're north of Baton Rouge, the next 3 mornings could very well be light freezes before we start out milder on New Year's morning with temperatures in the 50s. The other thing we're giving you a first alert to, that would be potentially some rain on New Year's morning. So let's pick it up New Year's Eve, Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. Still dry, quiet locally, which would be good news for Red Stick Revelry. The European just starting to show some showers breaking out to our west midnight as we're rolling into 2024. And it's been pretty steady with this over the last few days, showing most of the rain rolling in after midnight into the morning hours of Monday. So fingers crossed that trend continues. They'll get most of this rain during the morning hours on New Year's Day so that it doesn't impact New Year's Eve plans too much. And you'll see it exits pretty quickly off to the east as well, so that by Monday afternoon on New Year's Day, we are mainly dry. So there's a closer look at the outlook for New Year's Eve. I've got it mainly dry right on through midnight. And one little change today, temperatures trending a bit milder. We'll go upper 50s at 6 o'clock and then just kind of leveling out in the mid 50s there through midnight. Still going to be cool outside, but really not looking too bad at all. We do have some cold mornings ahead though from today on into the weekend. It will trend warmer New Year's Eve. Look at that high rebounding up to close to 70. So sunshine from today on into the weekend. Get some rain Monday morning, another little shot of some cool air, another little shot of some rain on Wednesday, maybe some more rain late next week. But what you'll note otherwise is, other than maybe Sunday afternoon, our 10-day outlook mostly featuring temperatures running below normal. All right, 7:07 now. Let's get a check on the roads with John.
Yeah, last New Year's Eve, it was so foggy that night.
Yeah, right now looking okay, Johnny. We'll keep an eye on it.
Thank you, Steve. Looking pretty good on the interstate. We're also expecting a busier afternoon this afternoon. At least AAA is telling us that this afternoon and tonight will be a very busy travel day by way of our roadways. And then tomorrow and Saturday by air, because of the increase in travel by air tomorrow, getting you to and from Right now, this I-10 near east and westbound near the Sieg and Bluebonnet area. Our drive times are all great so far this morning, 15 and 11. That's coming in from Gonzales and Denham Springs, respectively, so not a bad flow of traffic there at all. They take you right on down toward the Gonzales area. Sunshine Bridge and Highway 70, all of that's looking good this morning. No issues at 3125 at that intersection, and kind of scoot on back up toward the Gonzales area, Highway 30, Highway 73 in the Dutchtown Geismar area, and then right onto Airline Highway right near Frank's Restaurant, home of the greatest biscuits in the world. And Perkins Road, the turnoff there going to off of Airline Highway right here at that intersection backs up just a little bit on occasion. Most folks getting through it one cycle of the light there at 7:08, 8 minutes after. We do it every single morning for you, kind of recap today's headlines, give you an idea of what we're watching all through the day today in the newsroom. And we go over to Studio B for that and the recap with Liz Coe and Matt Williams, guys.
Johnny, thank you. Another busy day in the news world as we keep our eyes on a number of developing stories. This one kind of tag teaming a national headline we've been tracking, right? So we followed Colorado, right? The Supreme Court there opting to remove Donald Trump from its 2024 presidential ballot. Michigan not doing that.
A few others not.
And yesterday we just learned about somebody in Louisiana filing suit to remove Donald Trump from the ballot.
Yes, woman Chalmette filing against the Secretary of State's office here, saying that Donald Trump did indeed take part in an insurrection on January 6th against the U.S. government, saying that was cause enough to take him off the ballot, filing for this now. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, it more likely means in Louisiana that is actually not going to get too much traction, like it hasn't in some other states. The focus still seems to be on the Colorado case, which is ultimately headed to the U.S. Supreme Court, depending on which way they rule. You could see a lot of other states do this as well, but no, it's only interesting because now it's Louisiana. Doesn't have, and look, we were just talking about this. You could take President Biden off of every foreseeable red state. You could take President Trump off of every foreseeable blue state, and it may not matter in the grand scheme of things because we're an electoral college, we're not a popular vote. So what are we actually ending up doing here?
A lot of theater here to begin.
There's a lot. You're right.
Yes,
you're right.
And so we'll continue to see that play out, keeping an eye on this suit as well as all of the other state suits that we're going to follow in the months to come, really. We'll let you know.
We, of course, will. All right, we'll let you know about this. This is just an awful, heartbreaking story. A police pursuit, a chase, ending in a fiery crash. A teenager loses his life. That's the story in the moment, Liz. But there's conversations about this moving forward here.
And it's because this originally started as a reported car stolen from the New Orleans area, and the chase began shortly after it hit Highway 411. So Sheriff Brett Stassi in Iberville Parish, which is where kind of the situation unfolded, the chase part of it, he wants the state legislators to look at ways to possibly increase penalties or impose fines for people who steal a vehicle and lead police on a chase. Perhaps if increasing some of those fines or the penalties for that kind of crime may impede certain people from committing these crimes. How does that take when we stay looking at the legislative session and the possible crime legislative session? Is that a matter that state lawmakers take up?
And is it going to be, do they start taking up and have conversations about high-speed police pursuits across jurisdictions? The sheriff was talking about that as well. I think, when you have a solid state law, so we're not just like, coming up on a parish line, we got to speed up, back down. So anyway, that's the forward-looking conversation. Will those conversations happen? We'll, of course, keep you in the know.
That conversation, one of them happening at the state capitol today, the Violent Crime Task Force. Well, they're meeting at the state capitol at 9 o'clock today. They're actually voting on a plan that they've come up with.
Right. So they've been talking, obviously, before this. They've got their plan now. They're going to be voting on it. So this is them looking forward to the legislative session and any special session that we may be. The special session that's probably going to take a lot of attention right now is the redistricting, right? So a lot of the potential special sessions, that one on crime, that may actually get folded into the regular session, right? So there's a lot to talk about. We'll keep you in the know. They're meeting at 9 o'clock this morning.
Sure is.
Well, there's a face that folks in Tangipahoa Parish would very much like to get a hold of.
Get a close look. You may know her as one woman or another. She goes by the name of Rachel Harrington, also maybe Rachel Constant. The Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office, they're asking you to help them track her down because she's reportedly saying that she's somebody else,
Right.
going on Facebook Marketplace, selling them, defrauding people when she's actually selling some of these items.
Yeah.
Not only that, she's wanted for a couple other things.
Yeah, it's one of them's like failure to appear in court as well. So if you know who she might be, it's the 1-800 Crime Stoppers number there in Tangipahoa Parish. See if you can't make that phone call. Folks in East Baton Rouge Parish, understand, you probably know this, you got a little extra time to pay those property taxes, but why wait, I guess?
Yeah, if you got that notice, and they did mail them out late, that's why they're giving you some extra time. January 16th is that new deadline for you to pay your property taxes, so heads up, but as Matt mentioned, get that taken care of now. Don't let that mull into the new year. Just go ahead and get that done now.
Just do it by the, you already had the original deadline in mind, right? Deadline for 2023, quickly approaching. Red Stick Revelry right around the corner, going to celebrate the new year.
Downtown Baton Rouge there at Roar Plaza. 8 p.m. is when the show starts. There's going to have DJ Marquis, the Molly Ringwalds. They're all going to be there downtown. Of course, there's family-friendly activities for the whole family to be out there. Of course, if you don't want to do your own fireworks, well, the professionals are going to take care of it for you. Along the levee, they're going to do a big old show there.
It's so late.
We're counting down. It
so
is late.
Midnight's so late.
8 p.m. is late for
can
us.
We do noon?
We sure can.
Yes.
Come on, kids. Come on, parents who like to sleep early.
Yes, indeed.
Knock Knock Children's Museum hosting a noon Year's Eve party.
That's the one. So it's a balloon drop, so to speak, there at the I just
Knock
forgot
Knock.
the name. The museum. I forgot the word museum.
Listen, it's been a long year this week.
Or it's late. It's been a very long year this week. So what a great opportunity to get out there. LSU with an opportunity to get her done. They're back on the practice field in Tampa getting ready for the ReliaQuest Bowl. Our sports director, Jacques, almost said Steve Schneider.
Oh, we miss you, Steve.
Love you, Steve.
Yeah.
Jacques Doucet along for the ride.
Yeah, that happened a lot too. We were talking about the things that have happened in 2023, guys.
Yeah.
Steve Schneider retired this year. A big deal, marking what, four decades?
4 decades of service. That's been, just incredible.
Wow, how about it?
I know, I'm with you, Matt. You get so used to saying things. Every time I heard y'all say sports director Jacques Doucet this morning, it just kind of caught me off guard. Jacques has earned every bit of it.
Oh,
We're
absolutely.
fortunate to have had Steve and a guy like Jacques coming in and take over, but still getting used to that.
I saw him in the break room last week and called him sports director, and it took him by surprise for a second.
Yeah.
Very deserved promotion, by the way.
We love it. Can't wait to see all that coverage coming out of Tampa Bay. He's going to have more for you tonight as he is in Tampa Bay covering it all. In the meantime, we'll see you in 10 minutes.
Celebrate this holiday season with the gift of a new Honda during Happy Honda Days at Team Honda. And now you can make no payments for 90 days on our biggest selection of Hondas this year, making this the happiest time of the year. Come save now at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.